Hi guys, it's Bobby. Welcome back to my channel for another video. It's time for a plan with me, so let's get started. Okay, first and foremost, grab some coffee or beverage of choice. I've got some stuff to tell you about. I hope you've been well. Hope you've been keeping up with your goals and habits that you set for 2026. I know we're only 11 days in, but still, it's important. I've got my coffee, so let's just go in to see what's changed, shall we? Because I've had some things that did change. All right, so the first thing that has changed is my pen. I stopped using the tool pen, and I went to my Coletto 3-color. I have pink, red, and black. Pink is for me, obviously. Red is for work, and black is for everything else. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave that out. The Tombow that I'm using is 761 Carnation, so we'll be using that to highlight everything. Let's see. Take a look at this week first. Yeah, maybe. Where is my weekly? Here it is. Okay. This is what this week looks like. I need to update my habit tracker here. And I still have today, because it's Sunday, so I still have today to finish up my to-do list and stuff. Oh, I can take payroll course off because I have finished it. Nope, that was Saturday. Shoot. I could take payroll course off of Sunday because I finished it. And I did cancel Coursera. I am filming the plan with me right now. Screw it, let's just go through and update this stuff. Did that, I did that, I did that. Did not walk yesterday. I did that. And I did that. We ordered out dinner last night, so there weren't any dishes. So Sunday, I've already done my daily brew. And that's it for right now. My meal plan went to shit. So, one of the things that I did do this week, let me bring you guys in a little closer here, is over here, where this used to say priorities, and it was 1, 2, and 3. So I don't know if you watched my last video where I said I was gonna like edit this to be like this week's win. So I did. I just took my white out and whited out over priorities that I wrote in this week's wins. And my last video, I couldn't remember what ChatGPT, the 3 ChatGPT provided me. So I went back after that video and I found it. It's called Body, Mind, and Habit. So I wrote in body, mind, and habit. And then I just filled in what my wins were, or my NSVs. So that's what I've done there. All right, so, but in order to explain these, okay, let's take a look at my personal section here. Okay, so y'all know when you flip to it, it's my word of the year. And then we go into my habit tracker. So I've been going strong with the habit tracker so far. You know, except for reading, I haven't done it. Professional development's a little shoddy. I don't need to shower every day. I don't leave the house typically. So I just usually throw my hair up in a messy bun and keep it moving. So, so there's that. And I've been keeping up with my gratitude. But what I really want to get into right now is I want to show you guys. So this is the miles that I've been walking on the treadmill. So, and on the day. So I don't typically walk on the weekends. My goal is to walk 5 days a week. So that's, you know, and I didn't meet that goal as soon as January started because it was a split week and there weren't 5 days available. So I just walked the first 2 days. We had bonus daughter on the 3rd and the 4th, so I didn't walk. But I did manage to walk every day this week, Monday through Friday. And I noticed, you know, like when I would get on the treadmill, my max speed last week was like 2 miles an hour. And by Friday, I was up to 2.5 miles an hour. So I was increasing the speed a little bit each day. And this is only 30 minutes. I'm only doing 30 minutes. And it's gotten so much easier to hit that 30-minute mark. Like, I turn on the show on the TV because I walk on the treadmill in the living room. I turn on the show and I just watch it, and I don't even, like, I think it was Friday. I didn't even realize I had been walking for 30 minutes until my Apple Watch vibrated to say that I closed my exercise ring, which is 30 minutes of activity. So, and on Friday I weighed in. Not sure if you saw my post, but I weighed in on Friday. I was down to 262.5, which is a total loss of 3.8 pounds. Now, not to discredit this loss, but a lot of that is like water weight and extra stuff, so it's not always going to be this significant. So I need to prepare myself for that. So, but I was pretty excited. I was excited about weighing in Thursday night, for Friday. And then I've also started using this calendar. This is one I made in the Affinity Publisher thing last year. So I just printed out. It's all of the months, in like a little calendar form. It's a fold out. 6 months on one side, 6 months on the other. So I just wanted to see quick glance, just numbers. So I did not predate this, so I just have to fill in the numbers, which is fine, but I might go back and do it. I also want to make like a weight loss graph so I can see like that visual representation, so, but anyway, I'll work on that eventually. So, shoot, I took my marker out of my weeks. Damn. I'm not too bright. All right, let me just find my way back to the current week. This is it right here. Okay, so, let's see. A couple other things that I want to fill you in on. I did get a new job. I accepted it on Friday, I believe. Yeah, Friday. On the 19th, I start with a new company as a payroll specialist. So payroll is what I did when I was working outside the house as an employment coordinator. So I managed to, I completed an ADP course on, Coursera? I think that's how it's called. But anyway, I didn't need it to do, to get the job. But it was just a nice little refresher, and got a little certificate and stuff from my LinkedIn. Okay, so ongoing grocery list. I got to get out my meal plan. I just took the weeks out of my planner. The week that we're going to be planning, that is, out of my planner. Let's see. Do we have... Yeah, that's the meal plan. I need to write in what we had. We did not have fish sticks yesterday. We actually ordered out because I did not want to cook. I'm so tired of cooking. Y'all, adulting is... It is so weird. Like, okay, my husband took out the trash last night, and I always spray my can with Lysol, before I put a bag in it. Just, to keep the germs to a minimum. Anyway, so I didn't realize it until I had to go get a trash bag last night that I needed to open the new box of trash bags. Well, let me just tell you how stupid being an adult is. I opened the new trash bags, and they smell amazing. The trash bags are like a teal green color or like a seafoam green color. I don't know, they're kind of green. But they smell so good. And that's all I talked about last night was, oh my God, I can smell the trash bags in the living room. They smell so good. I hope it keeps up with that smell. Whatever. It's just stupid being an adult. So anyway. Okay. So now with me getting a new job, I have to say goodbye to my current clients, which is kind of bittersweet. I've been with the oil and gas engineer in Houston for a little over a year now. So, and then I just picked up another client earlier this week, you know, we actually had our first call on Friday, ironically. And it was so crazy because when I was in the meeting with him to go over everything that he needs to get done at the start, my phone rang, and it was the recruiter that I had been working with for the job that I interviewed for, the payroll specialist. So, then I declined the call, obviously, because I was in a meeting, and she texted me and asked me if I was available that morning, and I replied, and I was like, yeah, but, you know, I'm at an appointment right now, you know, I can reach out to you when I get finished. So, but I had the interview Thursday. I interviewed Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, okay? And then she called me on Friday. So, you know, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I need to update this stuff. I did not do that. Did not do that. Did take the trash out. Did that. I did not do that. I didn't do either of these. My Saturday was thrown off yesterday because my husband came home early from work. He got suspended. Again, this is like the fourth or fifth time. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. I don't think he did anything to warrant the suspension. And a couple of the suspensions have been removed because they were at fault. The employer was at fault. Just, this place he works is crazy. So, all right. And I gotta do my nails, so ignore those. I did take off my other nails earlier this week so that my real nails could, like, breathe and stuff. But anyway, all right, let's get into this week's plan with me. I've got a sticky note here with stuff on it for this week. So, gonna see if I can plow through that kind of stuff. Okay, give me just a minute, though. I'm gonna get some of my coffee. All right. So I'm going to move, I'm going to move my planner off to the side. Oh, wait a second. Look, I got to look at my monthly first to see if I've got anything. I would just get bonus starter. I don't even know if we're going to get bonus starter this weekend because they're calling for like a potential nor'easter. I live in the mid-Atlantic region, you know, Maryland. So typically when we get nor'easters in January, we get buried in snow. So I'm not sure what's going to happen this weekend. We just got to keep an eye on it. Just the weekly meeting on Monday. Okay, that's it. But I have to keep an eye out for my equipment. With my new job, the equipment is provided. So I'm getting a new laptop. I don't know what else. So, but we'll see. All right, so now I'm going to put this off to the side. I'm going to bring in these. Stick this up there so I can have it. Okay. Oh, let me get my white out because I'm not going to reprint these right now. And you can see how ridiculously bad I am at whiteouting. Is that a term? At using whiteout. Oh, look at that. Made myself look like a liar. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to write this week's wins in this section. Oops. But first I'm going to highlight the week that we're going to be on, which is the 12th through the 18th, if you're on a Monday start, which obviously I am. So I'm going to move some stuff over for my to-do list. It worked out. I did not use a daily page at all last week. At all. So it really worked out. So let's get started with, I'm just going to write, like I said, this week's wins. Oh, and if you're wondering about the ink that I use in my Coletto, it's these. I got it from Jet Pens. The same way with the barrel. I have a pink one and I have a black one. I used to have a couple 5 colors, but That was back like when I had appointments for the kids and I was really strict about tracking finances. I'm not that strict now because we have a good system. So, but anyway, these are 0.3. So it's, whoops, it's like very needly, like it's sharp. So, but this is what I use. And like I said, the colors are black, red, and pink. So, this week's wins, okay, this is going to be body, mind, and habit. Okay. So Monday, I know that I've got my weekly meeting at noon. I've already let my newest client, I've already let him know that, you know, I'll no longer be available, you know, which, you know, was kind of rough because he's so nice. He's really, really, really so nice. You know, if you hear my husband in the background, I'm in my office, but if you hear my husband in the background, he's out in the living room gaming. So it's so funny. It's so funny when he games. Just the way he talks and stuff. So anyway, all right. So I think I'm gonna do. Let me get out this because I do want to edit or print my PM and my AM and PM routines, but I'm gonna wait to do that because things might be changing. I don't know what my hours are for the new job. I kind of want to get like 7 to 3. Because my husband works 6 to 3. So if we both get off at 3, he gets home at 3:30. That way I'm done before he gets home, so there's no distraction when he does get home. But you know, been going back and forth about that because that means I have to get on a tighter schedule in the morning. Because this past week I didn't get on the treadmill until like 7 o'clock. You know, so I really need to get on a better schedule, and I'm concerned. Because I know me, I'm concerned that if I'm working 7 to 3, that's going to be my reason, my excuse not to get on the treadmill because it's just too damn early. You know, we get up, I'm gonna say safely, you know, we get up at 5, but I'm not ready to like move around or anything until like 5:30. Like I get my coffee. I have to have like a cup of coffee in me before I can human. You know, I just need 1 cup of coffee before I can human. So, but I think today I do need to fill up my vitamins. I need to fold clothes. I want to do my nails, but oh, and I want to edit and reprint my weeklies. Again, that's not that big of a deal, especially since this doesn't bother me very much. You know, like using this pen. Last week when I did it, I was using my tool pen, which is, it seemed to just be a little different, you know, so, but anyway, so I do want to fill my vitamins, I do want to fold clothes, I do want to do my nails, I gotta pick up my youngest kid, today, but I also want to, like, wax my eyebrows, today, so I'm just gonna do wax / pluck, you know, because you gotta pluck away the strays that the wax doesn't get. Anyway, pardon me, need some more coffee, you guys. Alright, sorry about that. Let me see. I still need to clear the cobwebs and vacuum, you know, so maybe I'll just put that on here for today. Clear cobwebs. Alright, so I do need to do the litter box on Monday. I don't really feel like doing it today, and it's not that bad, you know, because I just did it earlier this week, so, but I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay, so let's see. My to-do list this week. I need to, I don't know what day I'm going to do it yet. I'm going to pay. I'm going to pay insurance. I do want to clean out my car. Friday was supposed to be like an amazing day, you know, weather-wise, temperatures. But it ended up not being that. And I had that meeting, and then I had other phone calls, you know, throughout the day. I had to do my onboarding stuff for the new job. So the day just really got away from me on Friday. So I didn't get out there, and I was going to do it yesterday, but yesterday it freaking rained all day. So there's no way, and I had to run out to do my Walmart pickup. If you guys do that Walmart pickup, they've updated their procedure now. So like when you park and you let them know that you're there and you put in your parking spot number, now you have to show them a barcode and they have to scan it, I guess, to make sure that your order matches what they have in their little cart thingy. So, and when I got that email earlier this week, I was like, damn, who has been messing up? So, but anyway, so clean out car. I want to clean car windows. I wonder if I can clean car windows. Okay, not too bad. All right, and then I need to email my oil and gas engineer out of Houston. Oh my gosh. Like, it's been so much back and forth with him. You know, like, I left to go work outside the house, and then they reached out to me to find out if I can put in a couple of hours, you know, after work, and now I'm going to be leaving again. I don't want to work full-time and then have to work again after my full-time job. Like, I don't want to. The payroll job is going to be paying me more than enough. Well, I can't say that. It's going to be paying me well. It's going to be paying me well, okay? So, I just don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. All right, so let me do the meal plan so that way I know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so we're having chili tonight. I am making chili tonight for dinner. So we'll have leftovers on Monday. Tuesday we're doing chicken parm. Wednesday we're going to do pizza. Thursday it's going to be pigs in a blanket. Friday it's going to be fajitas and rice. Saturday is spaghetti. And Sunday is leftovers. I kind of don't like how that worked out, because I would rather have leftovers on Monday, especially since Monday I start, with the following Monday, the 19th, I start that new job. So, but I'm going to have to, even though we're not having leftovers Monday is going to be something quick. So it's probably going to be like pizza, or like you're on your own, or, you know, whatever. All right, so I don't have to thaw anything this week at all. No, because leftovers, chicken parm, that goes in frozen because that's a TV tray. Pizza, they're frozen pizza. Pigs in a blanket, I already have the biscuits and the hot dogs. I don't have the fajitas, and I need some burger for the spaghetti. But I'll just do like a grocery pickup, I think, quick, you know, like early morning, or, you know, I don't know, because I don't know what my hours are going to be. Don't know what my hours are going to be. If they're going to be 8 to 5 to start, then yeah, I can get out and do a grocery order like first thing like Friday morning, you know, but because I have to have the fajita stuff for Friday. So anyway, but I don't know how long my husband's gonna be home on his suspension. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Okay, so I've done that. Oh, I got that on my list. I got that on my list. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna email the oil and gas engineer in Houston and let him know that I'm gonna be done. So I'm gonna put that on Monday. So he's got some time to start figuring some things out. Email CMP resignation. Okay, so that's done. So, all right, I don't know. I gotta do laundry this week. It's mainly just my husband's laundry. I have a comforter and a few clothes. I could probably put it in the big ass washer at the laundromat. I could probably put all that in together. Yeah. So I gotta do that. Okay, I gotta go to the grocery store. I don't know what it is with this pen, but I feel like I feel like I write better with this pen than I do with any of the other ones. I don't know, maybe it's just because it is needlepoint, but one of the things you have to remember with this one is it's so needlepoint and so sharp that if you're writing on something that's not flat, it will poke a hole in your paper. Okay. All right, and then Friday. All right, so Friday, I need to weigh in, and we got to pick up bonus daughter. And then Sunday, we have to take her back. Maybe. So this is the weekend when that nor'easter is supposed to be coming. So we just got to keep an eye out. So pink is weigh in, and black is pick up Kim at 4:30p, and this is drop off Kim at 6p. Okay, so there's that. All right, so, and then we'll just do Sunday is fill vitamins. I don't know if I'm going to do my nails. It all depends on how they work out. So what I'm going to do with my nails this week, guys, is I'm going to use, like, these French tips. I'm going to glue them on. And then I'm going to use my whole dip powder process on top of this. So, because I saw on TikTok that will work. So, I want to see. I want to see how it does. And these, I can cut these down. Using this, I can cut them down as short as I want them. So, I'm going to try to do that today. So, we'll see. So I don't know how long that's going to last and if I'm going to need to do it again. But if I will, then I'll write it down as I need to. All right, I want to go through and I want to make sure, like, everything is straight. Everything is good. So, like, Friday, because my husband will get home late if he's even working. I don't know if he's going to have off the whole week. I don't know. Anyway, but we're going to have to go pick up bonus daughter. But I think Friday I do want to, I want to clean my office because I'll have to, I guess I should have wrote that on my to-do list because I kind of going to do that when, my equipment arrives. But I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so, damn, I think that's going to be it, you guys. Maybe see, is there anything? So, I went and did laundry on Wednesday of this past week. That worked out well because the laundromat was essentially empty. And then as I was finishing up my laundry, it started to get busier, which, you know, was good. But I didn't leave here until like a little after 8 in the morning. And I got to get better with that. I got to figure all that out with the new job. You know, like, when am I going to do laundry? Am I going to do laundry in the afternoon? My husband, when I was working outside the house, my husband used to do laundry on Mondays. Like, he would get home at 3:30, gather up everything, and just go to the laundromat. And he said there would be nobody there. But I don't know if I work 8 to 5. I don't know if I want to go to do the laundromat after dinner. I mean, after I get off work, because then it's going to be late for dinner. We go to bed about 8:30 anyway. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be about it. I got my weigh-in habit trackers. So now, one of my professional developments, I need to update my goals, I think, because I want to do Spanish. You know, they asked me during the interview for the payroll position if I spoke any other languages, and I'm like, yeah, well, I know enough Spanish to get myself in trouble. And then when I was at another job, I learned a few words in Haitian Creole, but they're not words that I could repeat, you know, professionally. So, I think it's time to start. Let me just put this back in here. I think it's time to start, doing some Spanish again. And when I say again, it's, you know, because I took Spanish in high school, and I took it for like 3 years in high school, I think. And then, you know, I've tried the Duolingo app several times. So, but I think it's time to just get back in that. So let me go to goals. Where the hell did I put those? You guys, I need like a marker. That's not there. Personal. Let's see. Gratitude. Here we go. Here we go. Career. All right. So I'm going to check off payroll certification because I got that. And then I'm going to write in fluent in Spanish. All right. So, and then where? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, I've already done that. Okay. Let's see. And then, so, I don't know what I want my goal, my monthly goal to be for January for becoming fluent in Spanish. I don't know if I want to do it by hours or by days. I mean, if I do it by days, we're already at the 11th, so I'm already not going to meet my goal in January. I don't know. So, I'm just going to January create Duolingo account. I'll just do that. If you guys have any other suggestions for learning a different language other than Duolingo, I'm all ears. I just don't want to pay for anything. We pay for enough apps and subscriptions and shit as it is, so I just don't want to do it. So, okay. That's going to be it for me this week, guys. So, I hope you have enjoyed this quick little plan with me and an update on everything. And I hope you're doing well. And until next time, bye-bye.